In this lesson, you are going to learn about how to delete, copy, rename, and compress files. If you want to delete some file, you can use the command rm space followed by the file name. And this is the simplest form of this command to remove a file. If you want to remove a directory and its contents recursively, you can use rm space -r and followed by the directory name. If you want to force remove, you can use rm space -f and followed by the file name. The search patterns can be used to delete multiple files at once. It's good to double check what you are going to delete with an ls command before you run remove rm command. In this example, you can see that rm dot star will not remove dot and double dots because these dot and double dots represents the directory and the parent directory. To copy files, you can use cp command. If you want to create a copy of a file, you just run cp source file and the destination file. You can also copy a file or a series of files to a directory by using cp command and then listing the files of file and ending the line with a you can list the files and ends with a directory name. To run cp in interactive mode, you can use cp space -i. If the destination file exists, cp will prompt you before it overwrite the file. If you use cp space -r, source directory and the destination directory, cp will recursively copy source directory into the destination directory. If destination directory does not exist, then it will create the destination directory with the contents of the source directory. Let's see all this in practical. Now I want to copy a file 1 to file 2 by using the command cp. Click on enter. Let's see any differences present between file 1 and file 2. See, I saw no differences. Let me list first. Yeah, file 1 and file 2 present and no differences we found. Now let's create a directory mkdir and the directory name is dir. Let's copy. I think it has been already exist. So let's give other name dir1. Yeah. So let's copy a file. Let's copy this file into the directory. So we can list as many files as we want. And when we need the command file 2 and followed by the directory, it will copy all those files that are listed into this directory dir1 and click on enter. Let's list dir1. See, the files have been copied. Let's list ls. Here dir1 and dir is present. If we use cp space -i, which is interactive, if the file exists, it will prompt you. Let me show that also. Here we have used cp file 1, file 2, right? Now the same command I'm using with interactive mode. File 1, file 2. In this case, it will prompt you like overwrite. It will ask you, do you want to overwrite? If you want to overwrite, then you can give y or else give n. Uh, at this at the at this time, I don't want to overwrite, so I'm giving n. Click on enter. Let me clear the screen. Let's do recursive copy on dir1 to dir2. Here, as you seen, dir2 does not exist. Only dir and dir1 exist. So let me do recursive copy. cp space -r dir1 and dir. Here dir2 does not exist, right? We are giving -r, so it will automatically create the dir. See, dir2 has been created. Let me list dir2. Yeah. Files which are present under dir1 have been copied to dir2. Now we'll just give a cp dir1 and dir. Click on enter. We can see that here copy skips directories. Copy will only work on directories. If you give it a -r for recursive, then only it will work. So let's create mkdir3. Sorry, let's create directory 3. Or else we can simply give cp -r. I want to copy dir1, dir2 into the dir3. Let me click on enter. Invalid option. Sorry. So we need to create mkdir dir3. Now I'll run the command cp space -r and hit enter. See, under dir3, dir1 and dir2 have been copied. Now we'll discuss about the renaming files, move or renaming. To move or rename files, use the mv command. If you run to mv source destination by running this mv command, it will move the source into the destination. Otherwise, source will be renamed destination file like cp.mv has an interactive mode. So if you are run to mv space high source and the destination, if the destination exists, mv will ask you if you want to override the destination, because here we are using interactive -i, right? So it will ask you, it will prompt you whether you want to overwrite or not. Let me do in a practical, clear the screen. Let me run ls. Yeah. Let's use the mv command to rename the directory mv dir to first dir. So I'm renaming dir to first dir. Let me run again ls. See, where is dir? Dir have been renamed to first dir. Before we saw dir, right? That is renamed. Let's do something with your file. Let's rename let's rename the files. mv file1 dot rename. Here we have file1, right? I'm renaming it by using mv command. Let me list. Yeah, file1 has been renamed to file1 dot rename. Now let me go to first dir and let me list the file1 and file2 have been exist. Let's see the contents of the file. Add file1 and cat file2. Both are same. If we run mv file1 file2, that will rename file1 to file2. Let me do that. mv file. Let me list. Yeah, in under this we have file1 and file2, right? Now I'm renaming file1 file. Click on enter. Now let me run ls. See, file1 have been renamed to file2. So only file2 has been displaying. If you want to do this in interactive mode, you can use mv space -i. Let me do let me do this cp -i. We have it file with file1 renamed, right? Now I want to change to file 2. It will ask you the if you want to overwrite, it will ask you it will throw in a prompt like, do you want to overwrite? If you want to overwrite, then you can give yes. If you don't want to, then you can give simply n. In this case, it says there is an already exist. So if I don't want to overwrite, then click on n. Like this, we can use the command mv and mv space hyphen I. If you don't know whether the file exists or not, if you in that cases you can use mv space hyphen I. I is an interactive. Sort command. Sort command will sort set text alphabetically that appears in a file. You can use sort with hyphen k option and supply a field. So you can sort by a different fields than the first field. Hyphen r. It will sorts in reverse order. And hyphen u removes duplicate lines. It only provides the unique results. Let's see all this in practical. First, let me list. I want to take this more secrets. Let me as it is a file. I need to read the contents more. Hyphen secrets. Click on enter. Yeah, we have these contents inside of this. Now I want to sort the more secrets file by using sort command. Sort more space secrets. By running this, it will sort alphabetically. First, we have T, right? I think it is in alphabetical only. Yeah, Q R S T U. It have been sorted in alphabetical order. If I run sort space hyphen U followed by the file name, it will remove all the duplicates. Here we have two tags and two credentials, right? So it will remove that and it will show the results. See, it have been removed one. It have been showed only original values. It removes the duplicates. Now, if you want to run it in reverse order, you can use R for reverse and U for unique, and followed by the file name. See, it have been reversed. Previously, past site tags user. It have while I have used hyphen R, right? It have been reversed. If you want to sort by second column, like till now we have used only first column, right? Now you have a thought of using second column, then you can use the command sort space k2. 2 is the second column and followed by the file name, right? See, it have been sorted by the second column, right? A, F, C. If you want to bundle a group of files or directories together in an archive, use the tar command. You may want to create a copy or a backup of group of files and you may also have a several files that you want to transfer at the same time or at once. In these situations, star can help you. You will notice star does not require a hyphen to proceed its arguments. The hyphen or dash is in brackets. Traditionally, the hyphen is excluded, but tar still works with it. So if you see tar space hyphen cf and followed by the file name, it is same as tar space cf cf and the xt and the followed by the file name. Some of the most commonly used tar options include C to create a tar archive, X to extract files from the archive, T to display a table of contents, V to verbose, Z to use compression, and F to specify the file that you will be working with. Now let's see all this in practical here. Let's create a tar archive of a name with as Saturi. So tar C, C for create and F for the file we want to use. We'll use here VVS dot tar and give the directory name that you are going to archive. Here I'm going to archive Saturi. Here we have already, right? So I'm using this and click on enter. We can use T for list. I will use tar tf and followed by the file name. Under this Saturi, we have these files, so it have been listed. It shows one directory and two files. Now let's move into the temp directory and extract the archive cd/tm. Now we are in the directory of tmp. I want to run tar x for extract and f for the file. The file name vps tar. And you can give the complete path also. I'm giving complete path here and followed by file name. Let's run ls-l. You can see that it extracted the contents into the Saturi. Now, if you want to get a verbose listing of what tar is doing, you can use option V. So we could have run previously we have run tar xf, right? Now we can run tar xvf and followed by the same. To be verbose, we are using V. Click on enter. It will list all the files that is extracting. To compress files and save space, you can use the zip command. To uncompress the file using zunzip command. And if you want to view the contents of your zip archive, you can use zzcat or zcat. Zcat. We can pronounce as zcat. You can use the command du to display how much disk space is used by a file. So du space -k, it will display the sizes in kilobytes. Du space -h, it will display a size in which we can read in a human readable format. So if the file is in 5 megabyte, it will say as 5 em or 3.7 gigabyte as 3.7 G. Let's use the du command. Let's in practical. Clear. Let's list the files. I want to see how much space the data file has been occupied by using du -k and followed by the file name. It have been occupied 4 data. And we can compress by using zip, right? Zip and followed by the file name. Sorry, it is zip not. Let me run again whether it has been. Why did, let me try with the, let me try with the Yeah, you have seen that when you compress a file with zzip, it will add the .zz as extension to the file name. You can run zzip and yeah, we don't have that, right? So it is not running. Now let me show, let me do, yeah, actually we don't have a data file, right? It was overwritten by data.zz, right? So I want to k data.zz. File is very small, so it is not compressed. It is still in 4. Usually it will compresses when the space is more to the lower ones. I will try with other files whether it has more space or not. DUK more secret. I thought it has more. The same DU space A. Yeah, DU space K Vasu. It has 20. Let me try with this. Whether it works or not, I don't know, but let me try. It should work because if there is an empty space, then it should work. Zzip and followed by the file name Vasu. And click on enter. Oh, sorry. As it is a directory, it is ignoring. Here I found one file, which is file 2. It has little bit more size compared to others. It has 12. Let me uncompress this file by using zzip. Zzip followed by the file name, file 2. Let me check whether it has been resized or not. Oh, sorry. When you when you compress a file with zzip, it compresses and adds the .zz extension to the file. Let me run this. You got the point. Yeah, it have been added an extension. Now I need to run du space hyphen k and followed by the file 2.zz. It has been compressed from 12 to 4 size. Now we can uncompress by using the command z unzip and followed by the file name which has been already compressed. File 2.zz. Let me run ls file 2. Sorry. We can let me see whether the file size has been reverted back or not by running the command file. See, from 4 to it has been reverted back 12. If you want to create a tar archive that is compressed, you can use Z option for the compression. You can run tar Z C for create and F file name vvs.tzz. Here this is the short form for tar that's compressed with the zzip file. Here we use tzz. Let me compress the Satori followed by the directory name and click on enter. And if you want to work on compressed files, you need to use Z. You can run tztf and followed by the file name and TCZ. It will list all the files that are in archive. See, all these are the files. In this lesson, we covered the RM command to delete files, CP to copy files, MV to move the files, and we can use MV to rename the files also. You can use for directories and files as well as directories also. Gzip to compress and tar to create archives. See you in the next session.